Hello, it's me. You know me. If you come to my channel, I'm Charlie. How you doing? So today I come to you with a dilemma, an interesting dilemma. That dilemma is the Galaxy Note 7. Yeah, this thing. This has been a journey with this phone. So let's put it down at the beginning of the story. So in August, Samsung has this huge event talking about how their brand new Note 7 is awesome, it's amazing, retinal scanner, all this great stuff, big huge screen. Finally, SD cards have returned to the Galaxy Note 7. Awesomeness. A few weeks later, pre-order comes out. I jump on that thing same day as the pre-orders. The day it came out, I went ahead and pre-ordered. Lots of good stuff about that. Then, after that, since the phone is finally announced, that means I can head on to Amazon and pre-order a case. So of course I go to Amazon, pre-order my favorite company case, Spigen, because they make really good cases, and I get that. That comes in the mail. Good times, right? Yeah. Got it in the mail even before I even have the phone. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Got a protective case for my phone for when it shows up. Good to know. Even managed to pick up a couple of them USB-C adapters for a couple of my cables around here so that I can always just, pop it on just in case. That was good. That was all well and done. Head over to UPS days. The day I find out that my phone is coming, I have to work. But I work a night job, so I work from 7:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning. So I figured, great, I'll be home when the UPS guy shows up. Let's go to that day. The day finally comes. My phone should be showing up. And what am I doing? Sitting around waiting for nothing. It's about 6:30 p.m. and, I'm new to the Oregon area. So I try to leave just a little bit earlier because I don't know what traffic is like and all that. So I drive my happy little ass all the way down to work at about 6:30. UPS guy never showed up. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, it's late. UPS obviously missed my delivery for today. It's fine. Whatever. Get to work, start doing my thing, and I get an email. Now, at work, we also have a work phone to keep track of us at work because I can't have my phone on me. At the time, it was a Note 5. So I had, still got Gmail on my work phone. I get a notification. Hey, your phone's been delivered. It's about 8:40 p.m. 8. Like, as in 8 o'clock p.m. Like, UPS is still delivering. Like, I've never had a package show up past 5:30. So I'm over here thinking, okay, so there's a box waiting for me in front of my door. Awesome. I take my first break at about midnight because that's, it's an overnight shift. Drive all the way back here to my apartment, my humble abode, and look at my front door, and guess what? No package. Yeah, nothing there. I call up the lovely people over at T-Mobile that night, and I got this beautiful voice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, whoever it was, whoever this English chick was, that accent though, sexy. We're talking it over, and she says, so UPS just left it at your door? I'm like, yeah, they just left it at my door. Usually those things have to be signed off for. I would think so. It's an $800 device just sitting inside of a box. And she says to me, well, it's not even just an $800 box. It's a black box with the word T-Mobile on the side. It's obviously a cell phone. Oh, that's cool. Great. Okay, so not only does someone know what's in the box, but yeah, it's not here. Okay, well, you'll have to check with the company in the morning just to be sure and see if UPS didn't actually give it to the front office or anything and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, my front office closed at 6 o'clock. So my apartment, nobody's going to be there at 6 p.m. And if they left it in front of the door at the apartment structure office, that's even worse. It's not my place. So yeah, wait till the next morning, give a call out, have a talk with T-Mobile and UPS, And they tell me to, check with my office. And I was like, I will. No problem. Except that it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Blah. Long story short. I wait forever for them to open up. I get in there. No, we weren't here at 8 o'clock. We won't take a package at 8 o'clock. There's no one here. Like, I know. They just wanted me to talk to them. Call back T-Mobile. UPS is supposed to call me back. They never did. Call back T-Mobile and they're like, okay, well, here's the thing. Yes, there should be a sign-off on packages. But unfortunately, customers were mad because UPS wouldn't leave the boxes there at their homes. So we had to remove that. I blame this on you people. All of you out there who think it's a problem to have a $800 device not be signed off. That's your fault. For not this is all of you. All of you. This is your fault. But I'm not done blaming all of you just yet. Not done just yet. So, I go through the hassle of finally getting it all settled. Tell them that no, there's no device here. UPS has information that they dropped off the package, and that was that. So I need a new phone. So as I'm talking to the customer representative and hoping and praying that whoever the hell took the phone off of my front door either gets into a horrible accident. I don't know. Fuck them. Here's my shirt for that. Fuck you. And I get another phone ordered. So this time, I have no control over when the phone's coming to me, of course. I didn't have any control the first time. But what I did tell them was have it sent to a store. So I sign up on a UPS website, I get my tracking number, and I say, send it to the closest store to me. That's awesome. Get there, get it sent to the closest store, and take a look at my order. Well, originally, I wanted the silver one. See the beautiful silver here? And what comes up in my order is black. Call up T-Mobile. They're like, there's nothing we can do. Like, you're not going to get, even if we delete it now, because of the demand, you won't get a silver phone. So you might as well just, get a black one. So I'm like, fine. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Whatever. About 2 days before I get my phone, there's reports of them exploding. And in my mind, I'm like, whatever. There's been many phones that have exploded due to battery issues or whatever. Finally get my phone, get it all activated, get it all turned on. I'm like, sweet. Finally, I have my Note 7. The phone that I've been wanting for a pretty good amount of time. Love the screen, love the pen as always. Data size, or the amount of data I can hold in it. Find out I can't root it because there's some kind of fucking bullshit thing, so I can't do my titanium backup restore. But hey, whatever. Most of the apps now that I use are all cloud-based, so that's nice. Only a few things. Finally, there's a recall. And here I am on the fact that it's already taken me forever just to get the phone in general. I've had it for a week, and there's a recall. Of course, there's no replacements yet, so I gotta wait for that. Wait for a good amount of time, good amount of time, good amount of time. Finally, replacements are starting to roll out. Drive into T-Mobile, waving around my explosive device, telling them, hey, so you guys got any in yet? No, the first batch is already gone, and we're not sure when the next one's gonna come in. I go in the following day because, they say they get shipments of stuff all the time. He's like, no. Don't bother coming in. Just give us a phone call. I'm like, okay. Finally, I go in, give them a phone call. And they're like, we just got some this morning. Give me an hour and a half, or half an hour after the store opens. Come in, so I don't have everyone coming in all at the same time. I'm like, okay, cool. Works for me. So I get in there, I jump on there, get my phone, and these guys are absolute troopers. All these T-Mobile guys are absolute troopers. They're dealing with regular customers at the same time. All these other Note 7 customers who are just trying to get the phone that they fucking wanted. As I'm standing there, I'm having a conversation with a couple of people there. And before I even went in there, I came up with this conclusion that if it wasn't for the fact that Samsung had decided to start making the battery covers unreplaceable. Like you couldn't just swap out your battery anymore. That we wouldn't be having this problem. And of course, the T-Mobile employee there that was helping me heard me say that. He's like, that's not the issue. That is not the issue. And here comes where I come back around and start blaming all of you all over again. A study was done that people wanted, above all else, a waterproof phone. Something in my mind I can't understand. For the past 16 years that I've had a cell phone, not one have I had that was mine ever got wet. Now, I did have one phone that got soaking wet, but it wasn't me who did it. I let my ex borrow it, and she had it in her pocket, and she was watering plants, and well, let's just say the hose got it pretty wet, and yeah, that phone got fucked. But it just boggles my mind that that is the number one thing that people needed to have was a waterproof phone. And I say to the employee, I'm like, it can't be that bad. And he literally says it's practically every day that he sees a phone that has water damage. And I'm confused by that. How? Like, how many fucking people get their phones wet? Like, I cannot believe that. So, to put it out there, yes, I am blaming all of you because of the fact that this simple, stupid, dumb fucking thing that has happened could have been solved pretty easily by probably just popping off the battery back and Samsung sending out a bunch of batteries, because those are the things that are actually exploding, and we would have had no problem. Of course, I get my replacement. Sweet. I have it now for an extra week. A week goes by, and reports of the phone fucking exploding still. And I'm like, well, yeah. Well, people haven't had a chance to replace them yet. Oh, no. The replacements are exploding. The replacements are exploding? You mean the one that I just got? It's got this lovely green icon at the top corner that says that I have one of the good batteries is exploding? Really? Then I get a text message earlier today from T-Mobile. Or not from T-Mobile. I think it was Samsung. Is it Samsung or T-Mobile? No, it's T-Mobile who sent it. Samsung and the Customer Product Safety Commissions are advising to power down and return Note 7s due to safety concerns. Bring yours back to T-Mobile for full refund. What? I've gone through so much fucking hassle to get this phone. Now let me put it down this way. Stats-wise, there were originally 2.2 million of these motherfuckers sold. And an average, and not average, but there was about 20 phones that caught fire. That's less than 1% of phones. 1%. But now I can't catch a plane because people are diving into the, oh my god, all these phones are bad. Honestly, it's probably not every single fucking one that has a defect. This thing has been fine. Doesn't overheat. It's fine. I haven't had any problems. I've even drained it all the way to 0 once. It's fine. But now I have to exchange it. So I'm going online. I'm looking at all these people who are in the same feeling. Like, this is a really good phone. But what else could you get? Well, here's my biggest problem. I like this. I use this a lot. And a lot of people always... There's a lot of people in the comments who are naysayers. It's like, well, you just wanted to have the most expensive, big-ass Samsung phone that they have. It's like, no, if I wanted the big-ass Samsung phone, I would have got a Samsung Mega, which is 6 stupid inches of stupidly too big. I use the pen. And I've been using the pen since the Note 2. I never bought the first one. I let everyone else have the first one. But I did buy the second one. And I've had one ever since. And I had already returned my Note 5. So what am I supposed to do now? So I go, I hit up, you know, I looked at MKBHD, Marquise, on YouTube. He's always got this great, lovely videos out there, and he puts out his suggestions. His biggest suggestion is if you'd like the Note 7, grab the S7 Edge. And I'm just like, but it doesn't have the pen. And I use the notes. And then there's the ecosystem issue. Same with the Apple people, Apple fanboys and all that. There's a reason why there are Apple fanboys. There's the same reason why there are PC fanboys versus Mac fanboys and Apple fanboys and Linux people. You're dedicated to the ecosystem that you are in. The ecosystem determines or dictates what you want to do. For me, I like the Samsung ecosystem. S Health is always integrated through everything, so my work phone keeps track of how much I walk around the factory, while when I'm not at work and I have my Note, that also tracks wherever I walk around and go and all kinds of things. Everything's in the same Google ecosystem. So it makes my life easy. Keeps track of many things. But at the same time, switching to another device that doesn't have a pen, albeit not the worst thing in the world, I do use it. So I won't have it anymore. Then there's also the fact that I went through and got the promo for this lovely little thing, the Samsung Gear VR. It's great. It looks magnificent, albeit not a lot that you can do with it currently, but you know, I'll give it some time. This is by far the greatest entry level to VR there is, minus a controller. But now I'm stuck at the point where, do I turn it in? Do I just deal with it? Or am I fucked because of the fact that for probably the next couple of weeks I'm going to get constantly hassled by Samsung and T-Mobile to turn this thing in? And if I don't turn it in, then they're probably going to do an update where it probably makes it brick itself until I turn it in. So there's that. Isn't it nice having a long video of just me ranting? Now, once again, I am blaming all of you who felt it necessary that the biggest thing to have is a waterproof phone. Honestly, if I could choose between not being waterproof and it being waterproof, I would definitely choose not waterproof if it gives me the option of having a battery that I can take out and swap to another one, because that's always a great idea. Before, you could not open the fucking battery back. You could not have to worry about having a backup battery charger for your phone. And need to remind you, it's not the phone that's at fault. It's the battery, which is the biggest issue. You can find videos online of lithium-ion batteries exploding. It's an explosive. It's the nature of lithium. If you go and do some research, you'll find that lithium is highly flammable. It's the same reason why when you buy a battery off of Amazon and you get a package, on the side of the box is this big giant fucking sticker that says do not transfer over air or whatever. There's my brother, he can't even buy a backup battery from Amazon because they will not ship it to him, because it would require it to go over the air. And sending it ground over a boat isn't any better, because if it catches fire, it's in the middle of the fucking ocean. So, never mind you. It's not the battery, or it's not the phone. It's mostly pretty much just the battery. But we can't get replacements, because that would require just opening the fucking thing up. So it's not gonna happen. I mean, there's no definite, don't quote me on it, there's no definite for sure reason that anyone has said anything yet. But pretty much the only thing that's in the phone that is set to catch fire is the only thing that's actually made of an explosive type of material. That's the lithium-ion battery. Seriously, it's a survival thing. You can literally set that battery on fire. If you need to start a fire, it's highly possible to start a fire with a cell phone battery. Just saying. Anyways, I'm Charlie Boy. That was my rant. It's probably gone on for way too fucking long, but I don't care. I had to say something, and I did. Maybe the next video you'll see is me fucking with another phone, or me still having this, saying, fuck it. This is the phone I wanted, and the phone I'm keeping. Okay? Okay. Goodbye.